Tamas Waliczky is a new media artist. He started out by creating animations at the age of 9. His work has won numerous international awards. In 2019, his artwork Imaginary Cameras has represented Hungary at the Venice Biennale. Hi, Thomas.
Hi.
So, first, congratulations on winning the award.
Which award?
The Prema Prisma. Is it the right pronunciation?
Okay. Yeah, thank you very much. Prima Primissima is a Hungarian non-profit award.
Yes, so could you please briefly introduce your artwork, Imaginary Cameras, in a few words, which you represented Hungary at the Venice Biennale 2019?
The Imaginary Cameras is a series of 3D computer graphics and animations. And the concept was that I thought that we make our cameras on a way how we want to see the world. Perhaps if I would ask people about that is a photography, let's say the photography what your mobile phone makes, is this photography represent reality? Most of the people would say yes, this is reality. But I say that this is not reality. This is just one way of representing reality. Reality is very rich. It has several layers. And we, with this photography, what we accept nowadays as photography or picture making, we only record a tiny segment of reality. So I started to think that what would be if we would make different kind of cameras which can record different way of reality. And you know, I know pretty well computer technology, especially 3D computer design. So I thought that with the help of realistic 3D computer design, I can design such a virtual cameras which would see the world on a different way. When I did these 3D models, I tried to make them as exact as possible. So I calculated the light rays, I tried to calculate every little detail, you know, that it should function. But at the same time, I wanted to have these objects as aesthetical objects, as artworks. Yeah, so this was an interesting play for me from one side to make these objects functional, like an engineering work, and from the other side to make these objects beautiful or aesthetic, nice, you know, as nice images. I produced 24 of such cameras, and I made 24 ultra high resolution images, really very high resolution images, which shows these cameras. And also with some of the cameras, actually 5 of these cameras, I made animations which shows around these objects. I made these animations to show to the public that actually these cameras exist in 3D. Yeah? So these are virtual 3D objects. I only made animation of those cameras which I thought they look good from every point of view. And also on the Venice Biennale, with the help of 2 of my friends, we made an interactive installation which showed that how one of these imaginary cameras would work.
So, do you see your artwork as a channel, like a media, or as a way to show this idea to your audiences?
Sure, of course, yes. As I told you, it's a very good feeling if you can show your idea and if you get feedback from the audience, and especially if the audience like it, of course, it's great.
From the audience's perspective, that they see your artworks to perceive you as an artist.
Sure. When you start to do things, you don't do it because you think you are an artist. You start to do things because you enjoy it, you can do it, it's interesting, it's exciting, and you want to do something. And then, if you are lucky, the art community will say, yes, this is art, and then you will be an artist. So now, after the Venice Biennale, of course, I'm an artist, yeah, because only artists exhibit in Venice Biennale. So that's it.
Yes. So come back to imaginary cameras. I went to your solo exhibition at the JCCAC 2018. It was called Optical Instrument.
Yes.
So what has evolved at Venice Biennale from
Okay.
2018?
So I started to make these imaginary cameras in 2016, and then I started to exhibit these works in 2018. First, I showed 15 images in STM, in School of Creative Media, in the L3 gallery, the Singing Wave gallery. And these were the first 15 images and 3 animations. And then later, I showed that in JCCAC, in Lumen Vision Gallery, I showed 8 new images and I think 1 or 2 new animations. Then, when I recognized that Hungary selected me to represent Hungary in the Venice Biennale, and they wanted to show imaginary cameras, then, based on the Hungarian pavilion in Venice, reorganized the whole exhibition. And the difference between the earlier exhibitions and the Venice Biennale is that in the Venice Biennale, I exhibited large light boxes. Yeah? Earlier, I exhibited prints on paper. But in Venice Biennale, I did not exhibit paper prints, but I exhibited light boxes.
And you mentioned that in Venice now there is an installation. Does it mean that in Venice now we can manage to see what kind of pictures these imaginary cameras can take?
Yes, but just one camera. So we made an installation that how one imaginary camera would take images.
As a new media artist, do you use social media in a different way from ordinary people? Do you use it to establish your public self as a new media artist? How do you use it?
No, nowadays I use public media just as ordinary people. I mean, I'm using Skype, Facebook, email, internet, lots of things.
Do you unintentionally, for example, when you choose your profile photos, so do you choose it in a more artistic ways, different from ordinary people? No?
No. Usually I don't have profile picture. I try to sort of hide myself mostly. But as a private person, I don't like to show my face. I don't like to. I also on my Facebook account, I never publish any personal things. I don't like this. My private life is a different thing. I only publish things which belong to my artwork.
So can I understand hiding yourself in the internet or say social media is your attitude towards as a new media artist toward the social media?
Exactly.